Hey everyone, how's it going? Back again. Waiting at the middle school. My other son is at the gym. He walks from school to the gym, and it's terrifying to me because one day he showed me how he got from school to the gym, like the road, and it's like this long, windy road that doesn't even look like it's big enough for two cars, and he walks there Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays with his friend. It's like one of those things where I have to eventually let him out into the world a little bit. I was doing far worse things at his age, but I just don't like him going out alone and that type of thing. I mean, he walks with his friends, but still, it's just one of those things where we went down the road and I was like, oh my God, thinking of all the things that could happen. This is a horrible angle, by the way, like whatever. So yeah, so I pick up my son, I'll drop him off, and then usually my other son's like, can you pick me up? And it's like 3 o'clock. I'm like, dude, I just got home from getting your brother. Anyway, so today apparently is free donut day at Dunkin'. I'm not gonna eat that though, because I am doing really good watching what I eat. So yeah, so go get your free donut if you're into that sort of thing. I did a video earlier, so I'll be posting that this afternoon. I have to edit it a little bit, where my other ones I haven't really had to, but I got a call right in the middle of it from the doctor's office that's going to be doing my surgery for my hand, and they confirmed I will be out for 6 weeks. I thought it was that long, but it was only because I saw the doctor like circle 6 weeks, but I didn't know if that meant he wanted the surgery within 6 weeks. So it did confirm I'll be out for 6 weeks, and I'm nervous about the TDI aspect, but I'm actually happy that it's going to be during school vacation. So my surgery is on the 15th. The kids get out on the 22nd. So I'll have like 5 weeks with them. So it's not something that happens like ever, really. I was furloughed during the summer a few years ago, but I'm kind of happy I'll get to like do as much as I can with them during that time. And then I go back the end of July, but then I have my week off for my birthday week in August, the first week of August. So looking forward to it in that sense. I'm really looking forward to hopefully get some relief with my hand, my arm, my elbow, up to my shoulder. I have tendonitis on top of the carpal tunnel, so I'm just hurting, and my job is all typing pretty much because I work from home right now, and that's the only way I communicate with people is through Slack. And then like I have meetings, I have to do meeting notes, so all day I am typing. But then also my pastime is, when I'm not working, is to write stories. So that kind of has sucked because I've limited writing, especially by the end of the night when I log off of work. I'm in pain. It's very uncomfortable, and like my elbow almost gets stuck in a position like from doing this. So I'm just happy it's coming up sooner than later, and I'll have some time off to spend with my boys and go to the lake and just do some stuff with them. Obviously things that don't really cost money, because I will be collecting TDI and not getting a full check, but it is what it is. I have to have the surgery. I cannot go on like this. And then after the surgery, once I can do physical therapy for my elbow in my arm, if that doesn't help, then I'll either get an injection for it, for the pain, or he would do surgery. He said it depends how bad it is, once they like, you know, take x-rays and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I also found out that Probably starting in September, I'll have to go into the office once a week, which is totally fine. We just moved facilities. We moved from Lincoln to East Providence, and they're like going all out with this place. Like, there's going to be a daycare at some point. There's going to be like a barista shop in there. It's like, it's going to be crazy. The company I work for is pretty amazing in that regard, in like taking care of their employees and stuff like that. So I got very lucky with this job. The only downside is it's customer service, but other than that, I love everything about it. I love my bosses. It's great. Not many people can say that, but I say it truthfully. Like, my direct boss is phenomenal. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. I have a baby shower tomorrow for my kid's dad's girlfriend. She's due end of July, and so I bought her $200 worth of stuff. But anyone that has a baby knows that the clothing is so damn expensive. So I got her a few emo onesies for the baby because we both like emo music, and like one of them has a swing set and it says "Sugar, we're going down." Another one is "Thanks for the Memories" instead of "Thanks for the Memories, Fall Out Boy." And another one is "Newfound Glory." I pick my mom over you. So those aren't in yet, which sucks. So I'm going there with like $100 worth of clothes, but it's like not much at all. But it is what it is. I don't have a baby, so I don't have the type of money that requires spending that much on a baby, so I did what I could. And I got a really cute blanket for her too. I just hope she likes it. I know she might be a little picky with, what she wants the baby to wear and stuff, but I got I got two outfits that say little brother. And one's like camo pants with a little camo hat, and the other one's like dinosaur pants with a dinosaur hat. Super cute. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, and that's at noon. And yeah, should be interesting. Looking forward to the baby. My oldest son is stoked about the baby. He's already been a big brother, so he kind of understands how it works. As far as like, just because there's a new baby doesn't mean like mom, dad love you any less type of thing. My youngest son, he's been very quiet about it, and like the other day I was showing him the baby clothes, and he was like, I said, "You're not excited about the baby?" And he's like, "I don't know, I don't really care." He's just so he's very blunt like his dad, and like he doesn't really get excited for things. Like, he's very just like chill in that sense. Like, to him it's just like another day. Like, okay, so there's gonna be a baby now, cool, whatever. So it's not like in a mean way, it's just like he doesn't really care much. But my oldest son is very excited, and he's very curious to see what the baby looks like. And there's all kinds of flowers from the trees falling in my car right now. It's like raining flowers. So yeah, so that should be fun. And then I'm just gonna be relaxing for the weekend with the boys because they're staying with me this weekend, not their dad. He has plans, so I'll have my minions. And yeah, I don't really have much else. Kind of a boring day so far. I have a few meetings this afternoon with a few of my agents. I have one that keeps calling out, and she literally just got out of probation like last week, or no, beginning of this week. So I'm kind of worried about that because I do all the hiring, and everyone that gets hired comes on my team. I take them through probation, and then depending how many come through the door, I'm the one that pushes agents to like the other supervisors once I have a certain amount on my team. Like at one point I had 15 people on my team and it was like absolutely insane. So so she's like just out of probation. She's located in the Denver office, and I think this is like her 5th call out, which is like the last of her sick time. So any call outs after this, if they're not extenuating circumstances, I will have to fire her, and that sucks. She has basically 4 more call outs before she gets fired. But still, I don't like firing people. I've fired more people than anyone in CS, which is kind of crazy considering my boss has been there for 10 years. But we were doing, we were tallying it up one day, and she was like, "You've officially like fired more people than I had to fire." And it's not behavioral issues. Like when they're in training, if they're not progressing, I do everything I possibly can. Like I have a whole process. So if someone's struggling, I have all these additional things that I do. I go through a whole checklist, additional training, shadowing. I do one-to-ones with them. Like we'll go through emails, and I try to help them as best as I can. But it's not a job for everyone. You have to know design, you have to know how to troubleshoot, you have to understand like the process of things and be able to retain it. And that's generally a big issue, is them retaining the process of how to do things. When you look at customer files, like what to look for if there was an issue, when it was printed or whatever. So some people just don't get it, but everyone loves working there. So it's always really difficult to fire someone because they love the company so much. Like it's a great company. We have a lot of perks. And like benefits are amazing. We have free healthcare because it's a UK based company. So it's amazing. And people never want to leave. And I've had people say, just put me through training again. And it's like, we just did the training and you didn't retain any of it. Like, I can't do that. That's not how this works. So, I really don't like firing people. I have had to fire people over attendance though. And that one sucks because they're already good at their job. Like they're out of probation. They know what they're doing, but they just keep calling out. So it's like, we're trying to run a business here. You have to be here. And then when you have to fire them because of that, wicked sucks. But comes with the job, and they know way ahead of time, like when it's coming. I'm very transparent. I'll tell them like, look, I'm meeting with HR. If you see a meeting with me and HR, just so you know, that means HR has come to a decision on whether or not we're gonna, move forward with termination. So they know. And I've only had 2 people that were pissed off at me for it. Everyone else I've literally kept in touch with, or I'm still like friends with them on social media, check in with them often because it's not a personal thing, But there was one girl that I fired, and she was a referral from someone that worked there. So she thought for sure she had like an in. But she could not retain anything. She was constantly asking her friends for the answers. It was just like ridiculous. So this is when we were back in office, and so I told her like, look, it's not working out. She was super pissed off, didn't hide it. She was like, this is bullshit. And I was like, look, I'm sorry, but we have a business to run. You should be here at this point, and you're still like in the first week of learnings, and it's not working out. So I had to walk her out of the office. She was not pleased with that at all. And then there was this other girl, which was probably like the wildest, case that I had, where I had to fire her. So her girlfriend worked there. And again, she thought because her girlfriend worked there in customer service that she was golden. And that was not the case. She kept calling out, and she just wasn't retaining anything. And so I bring her in the room. HR's in there with me, and I explained, look, we've done this to help you progress. Unfortunately, there's not enough progression, or there's not any progression. So at this time we have to move forward with termination. And she was like, can you just put me through training again? And I was like, no, that's not how this works. And she was like, and kept doing that. And so HR, I love this lady. Like, I've done most of my terminations with her. And she was just like, what don't you understand? Why are you confused right now? And I was like, and she was like, because I can do this. And she's like, no, but you didn't do it. And this is it. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And then so when HR left the room, she was like, God, is she always such a bitch? I was like, oh God, you just sealed your coffin. So those were like the only two. I had one kid that wouldn't even come in the meeting room to talk with HR. He was like, if you're firing me, let me walk out. And I was like, if you walk out, you don't get benefits. Like, just come in here. We'll let you collect. Like, you have to come in though. If you walk out, that means you're quitting. And he's like, I'm not going in there. That's embarrassing. I'm like, it's me, HR, and you. Like, no one else, you know what I mean? Like, it's embarrassing, but it's not, because no one knows that you're getting fired. And then after you leave, we just say, this person is no longer with us. They've moved on to, they've moved on to a different journey or whatever. That's literally what we say. And yeah, he wouldn't even come in the room, so he ended up walking out, and he couldn't collect or anything because he quit on the spot. So yeah, but usually everyone knows it's coming, you know what I mean? I literally do everything I can to help them succeed, because taking money or taking food out of people's mouths is like not something I enjoy at all. It's their livelihood, and I do everything I can. But some people, man, we hired this person that couldn't even type. Like, horrible grammar, couldn't type, did like the finger type of typing. Absolutely horrible. That was like, so that was the reason that we started doing a typing test. Because it was mind-boggling that someone would apply for customer service and not know how to type. Like, didn't even know how to turn on a MacBook. It was like, oh my Lord. So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Now I'm worried that I'm gonna have to have this conversation with this girl when she comes back, because no good. Anyway, my son should be out soon. So I hope you all have a great day. I will not be recording over the weekend likely, unless I get some alone time and go for a ride, which might happen, but we'll see. Have a great weekend. Go get your free donut. I got that one for my son. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.